The Dirichlet principal character chi0 of mod n is the zeta function that excludes the prime numbers from the divisors of n, so it can be inverted. The blue zeta function is the inversion of the zeta function of mod 2 and 4, and the purple zeta function is the inversion of the zeta function of mod 3. Also, the brown zeta function is the inversion of the zeta function of mod 6. It shows an error of more than 12 decimal places compared to the red zeta function of GeoGebra mathematical functions. The inversion of the zeta function of mod n is the expansion of the negative even zeta function, and it is established in all regions. The first term that multiplies the sum is infinite at s equals 0 and 1 and converges to -1/2 by the trivial zeros of the zeta function at s equals 0. The zeta function for natural numbers can be obtained by the convergence formula of the zeta function. Therefore, a Paris constant zeta of 3 can be expanded into infinitely many negative odd zeta functions by the zeta function inversion of mod n. The zeta function of mod n for even numbers can be obtained sequentially from zeta of 0, that is, -1/2, due to the trivial zeros of the zeta function for negative even numbers. The zeta function inversions of mod n are all the same zeta function, and the non-trivial zeros are also the same. The product term for the expansion of the negative even zeta function makes non-trivial zeros. Therefore, since the same non-trivial zeros for the divisors of mod n, the non-trivial zeros of the zeta function are the unique characteristics of the zeta function. The zeta function inversion of mod n means that there is no unique zeta function expansion in the negative zeta function expansion, and there are infinitely many negative zeta function expansions depending on mod n. Therefore, the existence of the non-trivial zeros on the critical line can be determined by symmetry. The functional equation of the zeta function is not only symmetrical about the critical line, but also in the inversion of the gamma function, s equals 1/2. That is, pi over 4 so cosine and sine are the same, so the expansion of the negative odd zeta function and the negative even zeta function can be the same. It is not known whether further expansions of the zeta function are possible in the inversion of the zeta function of mod n, but there are infinitely many zeta functions.